you create this amplifier effect of value in the marketplace. And the more valuable you are, the harder you are to replace, the higher your income. I hated school. I was the type of kid that had to go to the bathroom every class in high school. So I had 8 bathroom breaks a day because I didn't want to be there. And what I realized was at the time, I used to think maybe I was just not made for school, or that I was stupid, or that I didn't want to be there, and that it was pointless. It was that I was bored. It wasn't that I was dumb. It wasn't that I didn't want to be there. It's that I didn't see any value in what they were teaching me. And so later, when I realized self-education gets me to where I need to get to, I became aggressive and I actually really enjoyed it. So like in college, you couldn't force me into class to read a book. When I realized that the books that I could choose to read got me to the goal that I wanted to have, I consumed heavily. So I read hundreds of books as fast as I could. And all I do is I find my weakness on a topic and I aggressively go into that topic. So when I was trying to figure out the investing side, it was straight, how do I find motivated sellers? Every video I was watching was on one thing. How do I find different ways, postcards, different lists, different strategies? Then I started finding deals and I wasn't able to get the phone. So then I started being able to get the phone to ring and I couldn't take the phone call to a contract. So now I realize I need phone skills. I need communication skills. So then I went, how do I answer a phone call, start a conversation, close a conversation? How do I, overcome objections, things like that. So as you kind of go through your business, write down your weaknesses, and then we fight towards our strengths from that weakness, if that makes sense. So right now you'll probably know where you kind of feel uncomfortable. You'll know inside, hey, I'm kind of lacking this. And then you just one lane focus on that skill set for 30, 60 days and just consume every video you can find, any book you can find, and repetition until you start to feel good at that. And then you find the next weakness in your business. And so then you grow. And so like for the agent attraction business in the beginning, it's recruiting first. And then once you have agents, it's leadership, if that makes sense. And so each skill set builds off of them. And just like a fighter, if you have one skill set, boxing, you can knock somebody out, but you're not going to win in a UFC fight. Then you learn grappling, then you learn jujitsu. And so each skill set that we have individually is enough to make us successful. You could be a world-class boxer and make a ton of money. But as you layer skill sets over skill sets, you create this amplifier effect of value in the marketplace. And the more valuable you are, the harder you are to replace, the higher your income. So just start thinking about where your weakness is. So what do you think would be your biggest weakness right now of business? Do you think is it communication? Is it mindset? Is it marketing? Like where do you think, if you were to look currently right now as a snapshot, what do you think the biggest use of your time should go to?